Hello everyone, this is Amita Soni before you, and I made this video specially for class 4. And in this video, I am going to make you clear a topic. And by watching this video, I can think it can be very easy for you to understand the topic. So it's my kindly request to all of you, watch my video till end. So without wasting our time, we have to start. Okay? So how are you children? Fine? I hope you all are fine at your home. Okay? Now we will start the topic, and our topic is digestive system. Okay? Okay. So here is the picture of digestive system of human being. Okay? Let me start how the process of digestion. In our previous class, we have studied about the different sense organs: tongue, ears, skin, nose, and eyes. All these parts can be seen from outside and are known as external organs. These are several body parts which are present inside our body and cannot be seen from outside. Such parts are called internal organs. Yes, there are two types of organs. We see external organs, internal organs. External means which can be seen from outside, like nose, ears, mouth, legs, hand, and many more. So these are called external organs. It can be seen from outside. And some organs are internal organs, means internal, in means which cannot be seen from outside. They are inside our body. They are brain, lungs, stomach, heart, and many more. So our body is a very complex system. It works like a machine with the help of various organs present in it. The organs from different systems. One such system is the digestive system. The mouth, food pipe, stomach, and intestine are the different organs that make up the digestive system. Okay? You see, mouth. We learn the different parts of the digestive system one by one. Okay? You see the picture? Mouth. It is the beginning and starting part of the digestive system. Mouth is the place in where we intake the food. Then after, oesophagus, and its other name is food pipe. Next, stomach. Then after, you see liver, pancreas, large intestine, small intestine, rectum, and then after the last one is anus. So these are the different parts which are involved in the process of digestion, and this is the picture of digestive system of humans. Okay, so we come to the point digestive system. Then what happens to the food that we eat? The food contains carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and other nutrients. These are complex materials and are broken down into simpler forms in our digestive system. This process is called digestion. Okay. Let us see that our mouth, which is the first part of our digestive system, we all know that, and helps in the process of digestion. Okay. So let we learn one by one. Okay. Mouth. We know that it is the first part of the digestive system, which we are able to see different types of teeth and a tongue in the mouth. Yes, we all know that the tongue and different types of teeth are present inside our mouth. Okay. Next, teeth. What is teeth? We all know that teeth are very important for our mouth. Teeth help to bite and chew the food. They also give shape to our face and help us to speak clearly. Two sets of teeth. So, there are two sets of teeth are formed in one's lifetime. A baby is born with no teeth. We all know that. When the baby is about 6 months old, his or her teeth begin to appear. By the time the baby is 3 years old, he or she has a set of 20 teeth. And these are temporary and are called the milk teeth. Yes. Between the age of 6 and 12 years, the milk teeth fall out one by one and new ones grow in their place. These new teeth are called permanent teeth and they are last forever. They are 32 in number. Okay, these are 20 in number and these are 32 in number. These are permanent teeth and these are milk teeth. Okay, let me come to the point types of teeth. So, types of teeth. First, flat teeth. The teeth in front of the mouth are flat and are used for biting and cutting the food. They are known as incisors. Yes, the other name of flat teeth is incisors and they help in biting and cutting the food. There are 4 incisors in the upper jaw and 4 incisors in the lower jaw. We see given in the picture pointed teeth, flat teeth, tongue, broad and grooved teeth. Okay. On the either side of the flat teeth, just after the flat teeth, pointed teeth are present. They are used for tearing the food and they are also known as canines and they are 4 canines in all. Broad and grooved teeth. The teeth present at the back of the mouth are broad and have grooves in them. They are used for chewing and grinding the food. Okay. They are also known as premolars and molars. Their other name is premolars and molars and there are 8 premolars in all, 4 in the upper jaw and 4 in the lower jaw and they are next to the canines, just after the canines. Where it is present, they are next to the canines. The molars come after the premolars and the premolars is come after the molars. Okay, and these are 12 in numbers, 6 in the upper and 6 in the lower jaw. Okay. So next, care of teeth. We all know that how to care our teeth. Our teeth are very important to us. We must take care of them. Yes, if we do not care our teeth, they can decay and fall. Yes. Ways to protect teeth. Then what are the ways? Number 1, brush your teeth twice a day, in the morning and at the night. Yes. Number 2, rinse or wash your mouth after every meal. Number 3, avoid eating sweets or sugary snacks and taking soft drinks as much as possible. Number 4, visit a dentist for regular dental checkups. Number 5, eat fruits like apple and guava and vegetables like radish and carrot. Such foods give exercise to our gums. Yes, this type of fruits and vegetables are very important for our gums because it gives exercise to our gums. Yes. Number 6, clean the tongue to remove germs. Yes, we always clean the tongue through the tongue cleaner. Yes. Number 7, and it is the last point. Eat calcium-rich food like eggs, milk, and milk products for strong teeth. Okay. Now, the correct way of brushing is shown here through the following illustration. Okay. Brush up and down in front. Then brush up and down the back. Always brush the teeth with a circular movement. Okay. Now, do you know if sugar and bacteria are left on the teeth for long, they can cause tooth decay? Yes. So, we should eat less. The white outer covering of teeth is called enamel and this is the hardest substance in the human body. We all know that. Okay. So, tongue. What is tongue? We all know that it is very useful part of our mouth. It is a soft and movable part of the mouth. And what are the function of the tongue? Yes, we all know that its function is tasting, licking and speaking. Okay. Along with the teeth and tongue, there are 3 parts of salivary gland present in the mouth. This gland secretes saliva. And you see, here the picture of the tongue. There are 4 types of taste given here. Bitter taste, backside of the tongue. Here is the bitter taste, and its sides sensitive to sour and salty. Here, and the tip of the tongue picks up the sweet taste. Okay. Now, digestion of food begins when we put the food in our mouth. Yes, digestion of food begins when we food in our mouth, and teeth help in the breaking the food into smaller pieces and chewing it. Here the saliva gets mixed with the food and makes it soft. Saliva converts insoluble starch into soluble sugar. You must have noticed that when you chew chapati for a longer time, it starts tasting a little sweet. Yes, this is due to the action of saliva on our food. It is very important to chew the food properly for proper digestion. Okay. Next, stomach. Then what is the stomach? From the mouth, the food goes into the food pipe and enters the stomach. Yes. Food pipe help the food swallowed into the stomach. And the tongue help to pushes the food into the through the food pipe into the stomach. Yes. And the stomach is a muscular bag-like structure. Okay. In which food can be stored for a few hours. During this time, the food mixes with digestive juices secreted by the walls of the stomach. Yes, the food is partially digested here. Okay. Now, when food goes into the small intestine, what happens to the food? Yes, from the stomach, the food is passed into a long and coil-like structure called the small intestine. Yes, and the small intestine, the liver and the pancreas produce some more digestive juices. Okay. Liver and pancreas pour their juices into the small intestine. These juices then get mixed with the food and completely digest it in the small intestine. Do you know the liver is the largest gland of our body? Yes, we all know that liver is the largest gland of our body. Okay, now large intestine. What is the function of the largest intestine? The undigested food passes into the large intestine. Yes, because the completion of the digestion of food is completed in small intestine. Okay, so the undigested food passes into the large intestine, and the walls of the large intestine absorb water from it and then passes it into the blood. Yes, the undigested semi-solid waste is collected in the rectum and is lastly eliminated through the anus. Okay, here you see, do you know the length of the small intestine is approximately 7 meters. Yes, its name is small, but it's large in size. Yes, whereas the large intestine is only 1.5 meters long. Its name is large, but it is small in size. Okay, now while eating food, it is very essential to see what should be eaten and how should be eaten. Yes, what should we do? One should wash our hands before eating, chew food properly before swallowing, not speak while chewing food, eat green vegetables and fruits every day, take food at fixed intervals, eat a balanced diet, drink 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. Yes. Do you know cooking makes food soft and tasty and digestible? It kills germs that may be present in the food. Yes. Importance of eating fresh, clean food. Yes. What are the importance? We eat raw as well as cooked food. Yes, we eat raw as well as cooked food. Let us see how cooked as well as uncooked food can become the source of many infection. Yes. So, unwashed fruits and vegetables can carry germs of disease which can cause diarrhea, vomiting, and other stomach ailments. Okay, you see the picture is given here. What happens? Okay, now unwashed fruits and vegetables can also carry the eggs of worms. Yes, these eggs are too small to be seen by the naked eyes. When these eggs reach the stomach of a human being, they hatch there and produce worms. These worms live in stomach and intestines and consume the food that is meant for the human body. People having worms generally look weak, pale, and unhealthy. Yes, peeled and cut fruits and vegetables which are exposed to flies and dust. Yes, we should always cover our food, okay? It can transfer germs into the body and thus cause many diseases such as jaundice, cholera, etc. Okay? You see, the picture is given here. These foods are not covered, they are uncovered. So germs are flying on the food. Okay. Germs are flying on the fruits, cutting fruits. You see? Yes. Next, cooked food when left uncovered or unrefrigerated for a long can also cause food poisoning. And this happens because germs then get plenty of time to grow. Yes, they grow fast and multiply in the food. Yes, the germs produce harmful substance which can cause vomiting and diarrhea and many more disease. Okay, so what should we do? We always clean our fruits and vegetables while we used. Okay, so now do you know it is very important that a person suffering from diarrhea and vomiting should be given plenty of cooled boiled water containing a small amount of sugar and salt. It gives instant energy to the body. Okay. Now, keywords. What are the meaning of these words? Canines. The four-pointed teeth in our mouth. Diarrhea. It is a problem and ailment in which body tends to lose too much of water through stools. Digestion. What is the meaning of the digestion? We already know that the process of breaking down of food into simpler forms is called digestion. Digestive juices. What is the meaning of digestive juices? We all know that juices which help in digestion of food. Yes. Incisors. What is the incisor? We all know that it is the flat teeth in front of the mouth, present in front of the mouth. Yes, and it is also known as flat teeth. Yes. Internal organs. Organs present inside our mouth. Yes, which cannot be seen from outside. So it is called internal organs. Okay. And the last one is molars and premolars. They are also known as broad and groove teeth. Yes, the broad and groove teeth present at the back of the mouth. So, recapitulation of the chapter. Okay. So, what we study in this chapter? We study external organs, internal organs. What are the external organs? External organs are those organs which can be seen from outside of the body are called external organs. Okay, like nose, legs, ears, eyes, etc. Internal organs that are not seen from outside of the body. are called internal organs like brain, lungs, liver, stomach, and all of these. Okay. Now, digestion, digestive system, parts of digestive system. So, we are studied many more things in this chapter. Okay. So, I think it is clear to all. Okay. Thank you all for watching my video. Thank you very much. Thank you.